Da, 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 da. We are live. Going live early today. So I said I was going to go live at 3 o'clock and it is 8 minutes to 3. So I've gone 8 minutes early. So I've kind of, I decided to wait or go a bit early, let people join. So I just had a couple of messages come up on the screen, which I was just trying to read. So hopefully people will join. What I found is when you do these videos that people sort of turn up a bit later than normal. So I thought I'd start about 5 minutes early, let people join, say hello. Hello, people. We've got a few joiners. Hello. We've got 16 of you on there. 19. Hello, 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 hello. Hope everyone has their coffees. Have we got coffee people, drinkers? Make sure you say hello in the chat. Say hello in the chat so I know who you are. There is a delay on the stream at the moment, so I've got a little bit of wait time. We'll kind of talk about Alip Ba Ta and collaborations, the channel, rock and roll, rock music, Indonesia. We will talk about Indonesia, I'm sure. I'll talk about the ADK channel. I'll try not to speak too fast. Hi Rudy, how are you? Hope you are well. Hi Yen, nice to see you. Also, if you want to put in the chat sections any comments about videos that you do want me to check out in the future. I know I haven't done a huge amount of reactions in the last couple of months, not really since maybe July. I did a lot of videos up till like end of June, and then since July I've had videos come out, but I think there was a whole month where it was all videos that had been blocked historically that had been released. So hi Asep, nice to see you. Hope everyone's had a chance to check out the latest collaboration video. So I did the Dimas Senapati and his amazing November Rain acoustic cover, which I thought he did a great job on. Made it very easy for me to have a bit of fun with. We're going to look at that, about how I approach November Rain. We're going to look at Doraemon, which I haven't really looked at, so I'm going to look at Doraemon today. I'm wearing a hat because my hair is just a mess right now. So my hat is staying on today. So I don't know how long I'm going to be on today. Maybe an hour is what I kind of plan to do. So if people want to drop it, kind of join in, drop out, etc. But I'll kind of start talking about collaborations at about 3. So we've got about 5 minutes. That way people can kind of join. Who we got here? Hi, Leanna. Hello there. Hi, Hendra. Hope you're well. Yes, I don't know if any of you are subscribed to my other channel, ADK. Hi, let's see, Sakimin Rafi, Mr. Dave, I love you. I love you too. Thank you for the support. It's greatly appreciated. You do get to feel underappreciated on YouTube. I know that. I know a lot of the YouTubers do. It's a cutthroat business being on YouTube. And you can put a lot of videos out there that no one wants to watch, which is a shame, and it does demoralize you. It's part of the reason why I'm not really doing reaction videos that much on this channel at the moment. In fact, we can start to talk about that before I start getting to the collaboration pieces. We'll start talking about a little bit about that. So I was looking at a lot of, I wouldn't call them my rivals, but I was looking at a lot of my peers. So we have the Samurai Violinist, we've got Swalix, LS Lamar, to name but just a few. And what I found is if you look at their video contents on their channels, since they started doing videos with things with the amazing Alip Ba Ta, they've had a huge influx, same as myself, of people supporting them, supporting the subscribers. But the problem is they only watch Alip Ba Ta videos or videos relating to Indonesia. So when, like myself, that channel goes off and does something maybe from Western audiences, European metal, what happens then is they're not getting watched, and the YouTube algorithm drops all their videos. So I've noticed those channels are primarily focusing on either Japanese or Indonesian music to keep people interested in their channel. Let's have a look. Who just say hello before I carry on. A couple of people, Louisiana or Luciana. Hello there. Oh, Istia. I can't pronounce your name. I'm so sorry, but thank you very much for letting me know the time difference. Lewis's family, hello there. Ismatul, hello there. Ziffer, how are you? Yes, Jessie, she isn't great. Now, I didn't mention Jess Mancuso. I know her very well. We've done a few collaborations together. She's an amazing singer and performer, great on guitar, piano. Her piano skills are amazing. I didn't mention her because she doesn't really do reactions. She just focuses on doing collaborations, and she'll drop a video once a month, something like that, because she's very busy with other things. So I didn't put her in the same boat as like Ellis, who does a lot of reactions. Swalix does a lot of reactions. We all do. And what I found, so when I started this channel back at the end of 2018, this channel was designed to be focusing on unknown bands, local scene, basically all the bands and the musicians that the other reactors wouldn't touch because they weren't important enough. And I started on that, and I built up a very small, like 5,000-6,000 subscribers, I think it was. But I was still getting a reasonable return rate, about 1,000 views per video, etc. And then I did the I did Alip Ba Ta and Bohemian Rhapsody in probably about middle of 2019. And yes, I had a huge influx. I think I gained about 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers overnight, which was great. And then obviously did lots of collaborations. We went into 2020. We had lockdown. We had people working from home because of COVID, and it really helped boost the channel. But what then has happened is, as I've gone back to look at the rock music and stuff like that, people are just not interested from Indonesia and not really watching the Western music videos. So what's now happened is the algorithm just has kind of fallen off. Good night, Zita. Thank you for popping by. Hello, Kay. Can't you see the biggest from Mr. Alip Ba Ta? Yes, Alip Ba Ta has given me the biggest influx of subscribers and has given me the biggest amount of videos. But there is one negative thing about doing Alip Ba Ta. And this is something we don't talk about a lot in the reaction channels. So we don't want to feel ungrateful. And that's the important thing. We don't want to feel ungrateful. But when you do Alip Ba Ta reactions, Alip Ba Ta obviously gets all the money. So the reactors get nothing for doing the work of the reaction. We obviously give our feedback on it. We gain some subscribers. All those views actually help Alip Ba Ta. So he makes a lot more money from the reactions than he does from the actual video. Because if you imagine there are 50 reaction channels all getting 100,000 views, etc. on a reaction, he will get more views from the reactions than he will actually get on his actual official video and make that money. So when we do that, we are helping Alip Ba Ta, but we're not actually doing anything for ourselves. So we don't make any revenue from reactions. So this is why when you see reactors like myself doing originals, they're really helpful because it helps us earn money. Let's have a look who we've got. Hello, Ahmad. Ahmad? Yes, Ahmad. Greetings. Yes, thank you from Alipers as well, all over the world. Also, hopefully there's some Dimas fans on here. And what about, we've got Felix Awan, another one of my favourites. So hopefully there's a few Felix fans in there. We've got Anwar Amza, another one I really enjoy doing some collaborations on. Josephine Alexandra, we've got to remember her as well. She does some great music. So there's plenty of other people out there as well, not just Alip Ba Ta, but I do like checking them all out. Right, well, it's gone 3 o'clock, which means we can now start to look at my approach to collaborations. So, let me have a coffee. So, when either Alip Ba Ta or Dimas puts out a new video, Sometimes I will do a collaboration on it and sometimes I won't, and that will be really down to really two things. The first thing is, one, do I know the song? Does it have drums on? So like November Rain is a great example. November Rain has song. It's a song I know, not well, but it's a song I knew enough of to do a cover. And if I do, I'll do a collaboration. Or if it's an original and I can hear the space for the drums, then I'll do a cover or a collaboration. On the topic of like Doraemon, now Doraemon is a challenge because the challenge with Doraemon is it's got a very fixed pattern because it's from an anime series, and so it doesn't give you much room for interpretation. So from my point of view, doing a collaboration from a rock sound, that's one of the reasons why that one hasn't been done yet. Because if I'm going to do it, I'm going to try and do it my own way. So I have to work out how to do that. But with November Rain, it was relatively easy. So my first approach is always do the drums. So what I basically do, I don't know if I can share my screen. I think I can actually. Bear with me. So what I'm going to do. So I use a program. Let's wait for this to load up. So I have this program called 4K, 4K downloader, and what I will basically do is I'll go into the video on YouTube, whichever one I'm using, if it's Doraemon, or I'll have a quick look in my library, I might still have it in there. These are just some of the videos I need to look at a later date. But let's say, I don't know, let's say I was going to do Dua and Scintilla, which I am planning to look at a later date. I will highlight what I'm going to do for that YouTube channel, copy it, and then paste it into this downloader, download the clip. And what I'll do is I'll download the video if I'm going to use the video in the collaboration, and I'll also download the audio. So that's important to do both. While I'm waiting for that, because the internet is slow here. So basically I'll get the tracks down anyway, but here you can see on the screen I can get the high definition video if I want it, or I'll just download the audio. I'll extract it, which I don't need to do today, but that will then give me my track, which I then will import into Cubase, which is my software. Then just turn this off for a minute. Then what I basically like to do is, if I'm not too sure on the chords, if it's a song like Enter Sandman, I knew the song already, but with November Rain, for instance, I didn't know the chords. Now I could try and do it by ear, which is fine. You can do that. You can work it out by ear, or you can do what I do, which is effectively called drop my pick. There we go. What I'm going to do, not quite there yet. Right. Okay, so what we would then do, right, I can see it. Oh, good night to those that have already left. Sorry, Laurie and hello Moo. Moo, is it? Hello there. So like here we've got November Rain chords. Now the great thing about these websites and stuff is they have the information about what tuning it's in. So it's in an E flat, which is easy enough to do. I'll then plug the guitar in. This has actually been tuned up because I'm working on another collaboration at the moment. It tells me there's no capo on it, which is great. It's in the key of F, and then it just gives me the chords underneath down here. So when you're looking at November Rain, it's when I look into your eyes, so it's F down to D, so it's up here. So when I look into your eyes, see a love restrained. Don't ask me to sing, because I can't sing. Cause nothing lasts forever, no hearts can change. And it's hard to hold a candle in the old November rain. So I'll just quickly learn the chords to that, and you'll notice when I do track the videos that I'll sometimes be looking up because I have a screen up here straight ahead of me, and I'll have the tab in front of me just so I can work it out. For the bass, usually that's easy because I'll just be following the drums. So I'll do the guitar track, I'll do drum tracking first, do the bass second, and then I'll do the guitars. And then what I usually do with the guitars is I'll listen to what they've already put down, and sometimes I might just do like a kind of a light melody or something like that, and that just kind of helps me put it together. I might do multiple tracking of it, and I'll try and film it exactly like I'm doing here. I'll just set it up like I was doing a streaming, I'll film it, and then I just drag it all in to into my computer. Now I'm hoping this is not going to crash my computer doing this. So one of the programs I use is one to share Filmora. I'll just do an empty one. So this is kind of what empty is. So when I'm doing the collaboration to sort the video out. Now Jess, when she does videos, has lots of segues, lots of changes over. I don't tend to do it that way. What I like to do, I'm going to go to videos. These are the videos I recorded, so there we go. And we're going to need November Rain version 2. And then finally, we're going to need the original video, which was done by Dimas, which is in here somewhere. Where is it? Guns N' Roses. Under Guns N' Roses. Yes, it is. Right, so what I've then got is I've got Dimas's original video, which you can see here. We're going to use his original settings, and I've dragged that all into there. And now I've got Dimas's video, which you can see here. Lovely. I've got the audio underneath it, and I'm just going to drag my new audio that I recorded on Cubase. So you can see it basically matches up, which is what you want it to do. And then just mute him out. Yeah, and then all I've got to do is simply drag all my guitar part. There's my guitar screen. And the way I sync everything up is I use the audio stamps. You can see where my little mouse is on the screen, and I try to sync up the audio line here with the audio underneath. But if I just, for example, I'm not gonna sync it up, but I'm just gonna show you how I quickly do this. That was here somewhere, and that was over here somewhere. Yeah, we'll delete that. Yes. So now, obviously, I'm taking up quite a lot of the screen at this point in time, which you don't really want. We'll just do this. Simply put, all I would do is drag that to there, drag that to there. This is why when some people ask or can't work out how I manage to update a video very quickly, when I make a mistake like yesterday, so when I did the Dimas video, I made a mistake very quickly. I then get it all together. I can quickly make these changes, mute that out. I then got it all nice and synced up. That then should all play along. And then if I want to put some effects or something over the top, it is as simple as go there, we go to the elements, and we're going to talk about Alip Ba Ta. Hope Alip Ba Ta's covers famous. I actually really do hope Alip Ba Ta does go back and do some of these other songs as well, because it's a lot harder to do some of the other ones. I did look at some of the Indonesian songs that he's done, but they're not the easiest, or they're not really accessible for me as a rock guy, which is a shame because it's good fun to do. There you go. Now I could basically just put this lovely rain effect over the top. And then once I've done all those different effects, I export it, and it's then ready to be put up on the channel. So that's how quickly it is to put the videos together. The videos don't take long. But now, should we talk? I think we should talk a little bit about Doraemon. Now, the issue with Doraemon. Now, I'm only playing a snippet of it because I'll get monetized and Alip Ba Ta will take all my money again. He takes all my money. He makes a fortune off of us. But we love Alip Ba Ta anyway. We do love him. Even if he's getting all our money. Right. Talking about this one. So the problem I have with Doraemon is the chord progression is there's not much room for metal. So there's not that much space to move. So from a chord point, it's so that there isn't a huge amount of space from a point of drums. Now the drums are quite easy. It's very much a 1-2 beat. So the question is, what do I do? I feel like I shouldn't do a collaboration on this one the way it is because there are plenty of other guys out there that will. Jess has already done one. I think she's done. I'm fairly certain Jess has done Doraemon. She did a great. Yes, she did, and she did a great version of it. So there's no point in me doing a similar sort of thing because I won't be as good as Jess. Simply put, I just wouldn't be able to do it. Same as the samurai violinist. I could. Don't you blast! Don't start playing. Alip, he's sneaking in again. I don't think I could do that. So I've got to come up with a great way of doing it. Now, one option I have got is we're going to try something a little bit different. I use a lot of tools. So what I'm going to do is where's videos? We're going to go find the song Doraemon. Let's have a look. Right, so here we go. We've got Doraemon up on the screen. So I've got the track there, so that's great. Now, what we could do is we could go to the effect and we could speed it up. So what would happen if we sped it up by half again? Should we find out what that sounds like? That might be a little bit too fast because it's not even giving me any space to really do anything with. So I think that speed may be a problem. And the reason why sometimes people ask me, why do I accelerate the speed or slow down the tempo? It's another reason is because so that at least with my collaboration, I can try to earn some money on the channel because it doesn't get copyright claimed because it's had some adjustments and stuff done to it. What we could try is we could change the pitch and reduce it and or not pitch. Don't want to change the pitch. We could change the pitch. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. But what we'll do is we'll do speed first. Let's slow it slightly. See, that's kind of bluesy. The other thing I might do with this song is maybe split it into sections because he's just doing a kind of a full run through, playthrough, and I like that first riff, the ba 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 da, which I think kicks in about here. Yeah, this bit here. There's two run throughs, so that could go on for longer. it, and then because it changes. Now, obviously, this has been done to be a cartoon anime series, so it's not designed to be a song in its own right, but it could be. But that's going to be very bluesy. It's not going to be very rock. It's not going to be very metal. So I'm not too sure. But that's one way I could do it. The other thing we could do is, if we select the whole track, we could drop the pitch. So what we then do, this could be interesting. Should we find out? Okay, I think I went a little bit too far on that one. Okay, let's try a little bit less of a pitch change. We'll just do a small step down. It's like he's playing underwater. So this is the other thing I need to do. So when you're doing these collaborations, you've got to work out what you're going to do with the track. I think my approach to Doraemon's going to have to be kind of break it down, rip it apart, have some fun with it. Like I did when I did Goosebumps. So when I did the Goosebumps collaboration, that was quite good fun to do. But I feel that that's probably where I need to go with this particular one next. But it is difficult because it's got a lot of chord changes within that particular track. Now I have got the, just going to try and pull it up on screen. It's here somewhere. So I'll show you that if I can. Where are we? There we go. So this is the online chord for Doraemon. So it's in standard tuning, key of D, no capo. And it's basically a... Actually, that's definitely not the right Doraemon. That's different. That's definitely different. It's the... I think it's this one, no Ota. Yeah. No, it isn't. I think it was the other one. Maybe I am wrong. I think I'm going crazy, people. I am going crazy. Yeah, no, it's this one. It is. Sorry, I did look at this earlier and I got myself a bit muddled. Let me find you guys again. Sorry, I have to keep switching screens, which is a bit of a challenge. So, yeah, so in here you've got a kind of D. So I'm just going to put in power chord. Effectively, so there's a lot of just playing within this kind of but there's not a lot of room, and that's what I have got to work out. So it's not a simple one. So do it like with July 97. So when we did July 97, that was a relatively self-explanatory. It was pretty easy to kind of hear where the drums were going to sit. I think my favourite one he ever did was Infested. I think with Infested, it was really good fun to do Infested, because I think with that particular track, you go through it and it was really easy. I remember hearing Infested, and within 20 minutes, had the track pretty much tracked out. I was able to get it up the same day, no problem at all. Whereas when I heard Doraemon, I just felt it's just a nice little kids theme tune, nothing much for me to do with it. But that makes it more challenging, if you like. It's more for me to work on. Oh dear. So I don't know how many people watching at the moment are actually on the ADK channel. So how many of you have gone and checked out my second channel? Because if you haven't checked out my second channel, I'll be most upset So I had a question come through the other day about it. Let me just fix one thing. Let me get rid of that. There we go. Yes. So I did get a question the other day about the ADK channel. So what was basically asked of me was, why am I not doing reactions so much on Dave Does, and why am I spending more time doing reactions on ADK? Which is a fair point. And simply put, after it's been 3 years, almost 4 years of doing this. The channel, what I'm finding is the content that I put out that's rock, metal, stuff like that, is not being seen on this channel. So we need to focus a second channel. I did that previously with Musician Reacts, but the problem was it was still just me doing videos. But on ADK, there's Andy and there's Kirk, two genuinely nice guys who love music, absolutely love rock. Well, metal. They're not really rock guys. They're massively into their real heavy death metal, extreme metal stuff. So I'm more of the rock guy. They're the metal guys, and it means that when we talk about videos, we have completely different viewpoints when it comes to the songs, and we can argue and we can bicker about it. But it means that it's a very interesting experience versus me staring at a computer giving you my thoughts at the end. So I think I will still do them. I still will do Alip Ba Ta, but so what I'm tending to say now is, for people that are into rock and metal, if you like my channel for the rock and metal parts, go check out ADK channel. That is the one where you want to request your rock and metal reactions, because that's where we'll be doing them. For the Dave Does channel, I'll still be focusing on Japanese, Indonesian, subscriber requests, Patreon, of course, and also collaborations, covers. I'll be looking to try and do some more work with them. I did talk to Dimas, must be about 4 weeks ago. I was meant to be talking to him about interview for the channel to talk about how he comes up with his collaboration works, but I know he does a lot of social streaming, and he's doing really well, because I think when I spoke to him, he'd just passed 100,000 subscribers, and now he's sitting there at over 300,000. So he's in really good growth. Exactly where you want to be, growing your channel. Mine's kind of slowed down this year. So we've gained 20,000 subscribers in the last year, which is nothing to sneeze at, as they saying goes. But it's primarily all going to be Indonesian and Alip Ba Ta supporters. So I will be kind of still doing that on this channel. And for my patrons like Mike and the rest of you on the channel that support the channel through the Patreon, you'll still be getting your requests on here. Of course, if you want me to do your Patreon requests and put them on the ADK channel, I can also do that on there. Although I'm a lot more understanding than Kirk and Andy are. They are brutal in their feedback when they talk to people, which is good. So anyone got any questions? Because the chat's gone very quiet now. So we're talking a lot about, and you've got a lot of comments around Alip Ba Ta, which is great. But do we have anyone got any questions? We do. Alip does need to do some more famous Western songs, I think, to build up that audience again. I think he's got a little bit of slack on that. And also we want to hear him do some more electric stuff and more vocals. We want to hear him working with people on vocals. So, oh dear, that's good. What else was I doing? Oh, so it's end of this year, isn't it? 2022. So I like last year. So I don't know how many of you were on live chats with me last year around this time, because I get very quiet. So for those that don't know what I do during the day when I'm not doing videos, music, stuff like that, I work in garden maintenance and landscape gardening. And from basically around this time of the year all the way through till March next year, I have very little work, which is usually why you'll see a lot more content coming out from me, videos and stuff like that. So I've got about 2 more weeks left. I'm planning on, I've got a new band. So I don't know if I've told people this actually on the channel. So I'm now I am drumming in a band, and the band is called Teller's Scribe. I think that's the first time we've told anyone on social about this band. Teller's Scribe. How to best describe it? It's hard rock, a bit of metal thrown in there, a little bit gothic. Very stage performance related, so it's not just five of us getting on and just playing music. We're working very hard on the performance. We've just been doing, we're writing at the moment, so we're 6 or 7 tracks into an album. So the plan, what we're planning to do at the moment is to do 10 songs for the album, and then 2 songs which will be specifically for Spotify, and 1 cover song. So we're going to do a cover, because we all know that people like and share covers of people's songs, and that's a good way to get a little bit of exposure. So we're going to be doing a cover of an 80s song, which I'm really looking forward to. I've actually already done the drums, and we're approaching doing music in a very different way to a lot of bands. Because a lot of bands, what they do is they form a band, they get themselves into a studio, they learn a few songs, or they jam out, or they write a few songs, and once they finish writing 4 or 5 songs, they book some shows, they book some gigs, and they go out and play, and they keep working on those songs until they've got enough songs for an EP or an album, and then they do their album. So it's usually like a year and a half, 2 years after they've been formed. We didn't want to do that. Well, I specifically didn't want to do that, as I've done that before several times. For me, what I wanted to do was write all the music, write the album, spend 3 months in the studio working on stage performance, do all your music videos, so get several music videos ready, and then do a big album launch, and the first gig that you ever play is your album launch. And the reason for doing that is I believe you truly only get one chance to give that first impression of your band. So the best way to do that is do all the work beforehand and launch with everything ready. And that's what we're going to do next year. So we're in the process. We were doing some work on it today. I was doing ADK videos this morning with Andy and Kirk. So we filmed 8 videos for the channel, so that's all got to be edited. I've also been doing live capture, so I was filming bands Friday. They were the Heathen Kings, Millstone, Scarlet Envy, and Neverworld. All great bands, worth checking out. So I was filming them. I've got editing to do on that this evening. So I'll probably do a little bit of work on maybe Doraemon. Check out some Alip Ba Ta. I always do look for the Alip Ba Ta videos when they come down, so that I can kind of see if something new's going to be done. And you know what happens. Alip Ba Ta puts a video out, and all the reactors, we all suddenly have to stop what we're doing, which we all do. I've done it before, where I've been at work mowing someone's lawn, and my phone's gone off, and Alip Ba Ta has dropped a video, and I finish what I'm doing at that job, come home, film a video, upload it, and then go back to work, just so that I get the video out as quick as I can. And we all do it. We all try to get our videos out, and there's never one great time to do it, because there's always some delays. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun trying to keep on top of it. But I think I've pretty much reacted to pretty much all of Alip Ba Ta's songs now. There's a couple I haven't. So there were 1 or 2 that he's done that I had listened to, and because I wasn't overly impressed by what I heard, I decided not to put the video out, because I didn't think there was any point if I'm not going to be impressed by it. But I love Alip Ba Ta. He's a great guy. He's been invited to be interviewed by us, but won't contact us. So anyway, right, I think we're almost done. If no one's got any questions, there's no questions tonight, which is a real shame. Do people want me to do some more of these live videos? That's the question. Let me know in the comments, or let me know in the chat if you think these things are fun. I'd like to do them more often. I'd like to talk about stuff. You can send me comments in videos. about things you want to talk about or what you would like seen. And I can do those. We can have a look at it. We can have a look at some of the drum parts. Happy to go through it. But yeah, hopefully people enjoyed themselves today. I certainly enjoyed talking. Well, I enjoyed talking. Didn't talk to too many people because not as many people talked again. But I just want to thank everyone on here. So we've got Rudy, Larry, Moo, Hannah, Yen, Andy, Kay. I think Kay already went to bed. Lewis's family. And if I've missed you, Ismatil, Sifi, or Zita, she's gone to bed if I remember. So a few people have gone to bed already. It's a bit later for you than it is over here, but again, just wanted to say thank you very much for everyone that's sort of dialed in today, and let me know in comments, even after the video's finished. Let me know in the comments. I do read them all. If you want me to do some more live streams, I'm happy to pick up one a week if there's topics that people want to talk about, and I will try to do them. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all very soon. Take care. Bye bye.